students, today we study kingdom Monera. This is one of the kingdom from the 5 kingdom system of classification by R.H. Whittaker. So we have studied one by one. So today we take kingdom Monera, all the characteristic features. All Monerans are microscopic unicellular organisms. Bacteria are the sole member of this kingdom. Occur almost everywhere. We can say that bacteria are cosmopolitan in distribution. It means they occur everywhere, as in hot water springs, deserts, snow, oceans and deeply oceans. They may parasites on plants and animals. As you know that a lot of disease are spread by bacteria. A lot of viral disease are there, which are studied by us in the next class. Now, on the basis of their shape, they may be spherical, rod shaped, coiled and coma shaped. Now, Monerans have following groups of bacteria as Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, Cyanobacteria and Mycoplasma. So we have just studied one by one. So first of all, we study about the Archaebacteria. They are a special kind of bacteria and can live in the harsh conditions or habitats. That is, they may be halophiles which occur in extreme salty conditions or extreme in salt water. Thermoacidophiles, they may occur inside the hot spring. And methanogens, they occur in marshy areas and gut of the ruminants, just like the cows and buffaloes. They produce the methane gas there. As you know that cow dung is especially used for the gobar gas or methane gas production. Now, they have the rigid cell wall, hence survive such conditions. So, Archaebacteria have the special kind of cell wall structure, hence they can survive in all such kind of harsh conditions or habitats. Now, second is the Eubacteria. They are true bacteria and omnipresent, that is occur everywhere. Now, single cell or form colonies, they have the following basic shapes. On the basis of their shapes, Eubacteria may be divided into following subtypes. First of all, coccus. These are spherical shaped and may be single, known as monococcus. Just like this is the structure of the monococcus bacteria. They may be in the group of 2, that is double, known as diplococcus. In the same manner, in the form of chain, that is streptococcus. This is the chain like structure. Then and in cluster, एक गुच्छे में cluster में, known as Staphylococcus, just like this. This is the Staphylococcus bacterium. Second is the Bacillus. Cells are elongated and rod shaped. For example, Diplobacillus, when 2 rod shaped bacteria unite together, and Streptobacillus, the cluster of bacteria is there or in the form of chains. Third is the Spirillum. Cells are coiled or spiral shaped. For example, Rhodospirillum, just like this. This is the Rhodospirillum bacteria. This is the spiral shaped structure. Next is the Vibrio form. Cells are coma shaped. For example, Vibrio cholerae. This is the bacteria of the cholera disease. This is the coma shaped bacteria. Now, mostly cells of bacteria have one or more flagellum, which are meant for the locomotion. So, on the basis of these flagellum, they also may be categorized into these following categories. First of all, Atrichus, that is no flagellum is there. For example, cocci, this is Atrichus. In this form, no flagellum is there. Second is the Monotrichus, when only one flagellum is there. This is the single flagellum in the bacterial cell. Then Amphitrichus, when one flagellum present on each end. This is the amphitrachus. Amphi means both, and trichus means flagellum. And flagellum present on the both ends. Fourth is the cephalotrichus. That is a tuft of the flagella on one end. This is the tuft of the flagella on one end. So this is the cephalotrichus. Now lophotrichus. One tuft of flagella at each end. Here tuft of flagella occur at the each end of the bacterial cell. And next is the peritrichus. Flagella distributed all over the cell body, just like this. So this is the peritrichus form of the bacteria. So this is all about the eubacteria. In monerans, third type of the cyanobacteria और blue green algae, जिसे नीले हरे शैवाल भी कहते हैं. Now they have the chlorophyll smaller to green plants referred as photosynthetic autotrophs. That is, they can synthesize their own food by means of the photosynthesis. These are unicellular, filamentous, colonial, freshwater, marine, means or terrestrial algae. Unicellular, filamentous, just like the filaments. Filaments की तरह. Colonial, colony में रहने वाले, more than 2 or numerous in number. Freshwater, just like in the water of the pond, river, lake, etc. Marine, sea water, salty water, or terrestrial. Terrestrial means on land, वो जमीन पर भी उग सकते हैं, रह सकते हैं. Colonies are generally surrounded by gelatinous sheath. This is the characteristic feature. Gelatinous means एक चिपचिपा एक पदार्थ इनके चावल वगैरह रहता है. This is known as mucilaginous sheath. This mucilaginous sheath protect these algae from water, from decaying these algae inside the water. They are often forms algal blooms. This is very important one mark question. Algal blooms जो pond वगैरह होते हैं वहाँ पर these algae combine together and to form the algal blooms. These algal blooms are dangerous for the aquatic life in polluted water body, just like ponds. Some can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called as heterocytes. Very important one mark question. Heterocytes are present in nostril, anabina, and Olocera, etc. So this is the structure of the nostril. This is the filamentous body consisting of the mucilaginous sheath. This red colored out covering is the mucilaginous sheath, and these are the heterocytes. In heterocytes, they have the phenomenon to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. The atmospheric nitrogen को fix करते हैं. And this is the nucleus. So this is the structure of the nostril filamentous cell. Now, chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria oxidize various inorganic substances such as nitrates, and ammonia, and use the release energy for the ATP production. They play a great role in recycling of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and sulfur, etc. This is very important phenomenon. Recycling of nutrients. ये एक तरह का न्यूट्रिएंट्स का एक चक्र चलता है ना. These nutrients used up by the living organism from surroundings, and after the death of living organism, they further mix inside the surroundings or environment. Now, many of them are used as biofertilizers because of their nitrogen fixing capacity. Biofertilizers are those microorganisms which provide the fertilizers rather than chemical fertilizers, just like the nostoc and abina, because they fix the atmospheric nitrogen, and nitrogen content are very important for the growth of plant because nitrogen provides the proteins. So this is a very important phenomenon. In this, spirulina, important one. Spirulina is the unicellular algae, blue green algae, and rich source of the protein used by the human beings. And spirulina also used in the space by astronauts. Now, some pigments, important pigments which are present inside the blue green algae are the C. Phycocyanin. This provide the blue green color to these algae. इसी कारण इनका नाम पड़ा है ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी, नीले हरे शैवाल. Second is the C. Phycoerythrin, B. Carotene and chlorophyll A. They have the mostly chlorophyll A, just like the plants. So this is the characteristic features of cyanobacteria or blue green algae. अब हम लेते हैं mycoplasma. This is the smallest known or discovered smallest known cell. Now it is discovered by Knockard and Roberts in 1998. The smallest known prokaryotes lack a cell wall. इनमें cell wall नहीं होती है, और we can say that these are the smallest known cell in the world. First isolated from the cattle suffering from pleuropneumonia. क्योंकि ये जो cattle, जो animals pleuropneumonia is a kind of disease, उस disease से ग्रसित थे, उनसे इसको सबसे पहले आइसोलेट किया गया, इसलिए इसका नाम पड़ा प्लूरोनिमोनिया लाइक ऑर्गेनिज्म, दैट इज PPLO. P for pleuro, P for pneumonia, L for like organism. PPLO, that is pleuropneumonia like organism. This is one mark important question. What is the full form of PPLO? Now they cause pneumonia and urethritis, that is inflammation of urine tube from urinary bladder to the outside of the body. जो यूरिन ट्यूब होती है उसमें इन्फ्लेमेशन प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हो जाती है विद द प्रेजेंस ऑफ दीज माइक्रोबायोम इन एनिमल्स, तो उसे कहते हैं यूरिथ्राइटिस. एंड इन प्लांट्स दे कॉज बंची टॉप ऑफ बनाना, लिटिल लीफ ऑफ ब्रिंजल एंड विच इज ग्रोन ऑफ legumes, etc. So these are the disease which is caused by mycoplasma in plants. Now this is the structure or diagrams of mycoplasma and bacterial cell. So mycoplasma consisting of outermost cell membrane, cytoplasm, this is the single stranded DNA and ribosome. This is the structure of a bacterial cell. Bacterial cell consisting of outermost cell wall, then cell membrane, plasma membrane PM, then this is the chromosomal DNA, these are the mesosomes, this is the flagellum, this is the plasmid DNA and ribosome. So this is the structure of a bacterial cell. So this is all about kingdom Monera. Thank you and have a nice day.